Hi friends, this is Anupam Kapil. Today we are talking about the US elections and the prospects of Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump. Who is going to become the next president of America? Now this is a very important question. The whole world is bothered with the prospect of Donald Trump becoming a president. Why? They consider him as a divisive force, a person who spews hate, who doesn't like the minorities. And many of you all have been also calling me and asking me whether he's going to be good for India or Hillary Clinton will be good for India. I'm going to do a very short and interesting analysis by numbers and stars. Don't worry, I'm not going to make it very archaic and difficult in terms of stars and all, but I'll just give you a very quick description of his horoscope and his numbers. And in the process, I also hope that I can teach you a little bit of numerology, because it's always better to understand and have some knowledge. Donald Trump, born on the 14th of July, 1946. If you add his numbers, I presume all of you know what a fate number is. He's born on the 14th, so fate number 5. When you add his date, month and year, you get the destiny digit of 4. That's right, 4 is ruled by Uranus, which is the eccentric planet. And no wonder you're seeing him being very eccentric. But this is also a planet of genius. It gives genius. And he's also ingenious. In words, don't think Donald Trump is a stupid guy. He's a fool who's talking out of the box. Every word is premeditated and calculated for effect. Now look at it. When the elections campaign had begun, in the middle of the campaign, everybody was saying that he can never win. And we are just 3 days away from the election, 3 days, 4 days away from the election. And all the opinion polls say that the gaps have narrowed. Some opinion polls also say that Trump may actually trump Hillary. So I was just trying to give you a little analysis into his chart. He's a Leo ascendant. This is something which pretty much you all would have guessed by now by the kind of body language. I'm also doing a little bit of body language while I explain his chart to you. This is what his chart look like. I don't know if you can see it or not. He's a Leo ascendant. Now look at this. And he's also governed by Gemini, by sun sign. Sticking his tongue out. Look at this. Okay. And look at this. Okay. You don't need anybody to tell you what he's doing with his finger and what this body language implies. So you won't find, and look at this another image, all for effect, right? I have never seen any candidate going so low and talking about, and he knows how to use it for effect. For example, a Leon likes to show off. He's been a pretty successful businessman. The moment he got exposed with a banter room, locker room talk, which he was boasting to his friend about groping women down there, and he also said that when you're very powerful, women don't resist, and you can do whatever you want. This particular remark of his has eroded his credibility with women voters. And this is what is going to play a major role in the elections. It's the women who are going to turn against Donald Trump. But we go further to his chart. The second house has Jupiter 24 degrees. The fourth house has Moon and Ketu. Both are at 28 degrees in Scorpio. Now, both these planets are being transited by Saturn right now, which means he's under a Sadesati, an evil aspect, which is going to bring a little bit of sadness. And this is also responsible for his fumble of words and using the wrong language. His 10th house, which shows authority, power, this is very strong. You have Sun and Rahu at 28 degrees. But unfortunately, this particular house is also being aspected by Saturn. Saturn aspecting the Sun is not a very good this thing. Mercury in the sign of Gemini in the house of gains, it's very good. And Saturn and Venus in the 12th house. Saturn happens to be the 6th lord here and is sitting in the 12th house, which gives a rise to a yoga which is known as Viparit Rajyog. In a Rajyog, you get power, authority, fame through the straight way in the Dasha, Antardasha of those planets. And in Vipreet Raj Yoga, you get it through different means which you cannot credit to be your own. Like for example, now people had written him off, but there is a fight between the opponents, or some scandal will happen with the opponent, and you get the benefit of that. So it's a negative yoga, but which negative planet in a negative house means negativity is cancelled and it becomes positive. But what makes him so popular? What makes him so popular with the what fires the imagination of the American people? Well, here is the secret which neither the planets reveal nor anything else. You got it right. It is the numbers. The US independence chart we have, which was born on 4th of July 1776. The fate number of USA is 5. The destiny number is 5. So the fate number of USA matches with the destiny number of Donald Trump, and the destiny number 5 of USA matches with the fate number of Donald Trump. So this man has a great impact on the thinking of the American people. You can't write him off. I wouldn't be surprised it's a neck-to-neck finish or whatever. And this man is going to be a force to reckon with in future also, because his period, even the